Hey there, YouTube land, and I just started the video, and then the cat went all photobomb crazy on me, so I had to restart it. If you follow me on my Twitter account, which is Aaron at AaronPin71, which you really should, guys. If you're not into Twitter, get into Twitter. It's real fun, and it's part of my job too, so I do it all the time now. But I picked up 17 titles at the flea market, 17 horror titles. Got some classic Anchor Bay to show you, which I'm going to wait for the last to do, and some really cool different titles. So let's just look at them right now. Got a couple of like unique titles. I got some stuff that I just wanted to like kind of beef up some of my horror collection. So first off, I got Ghost Stories, a series. Apparently Rip Torn hosted this, Fox Family Channel or something like that. But it was like 44 episodes, 6 discs, some never before seen episodes. We don't know a lot about the series, guys, so maybe you guys can let me know. Isn't it good? But for the price I got it for, it's pretty good. Next up, this one is really cool, actually. The movies probably suck, but I could not pass this up. Terror Tales. It's 2 movies. Here Comes a Vampire. I love that title. And Fear. Now, I know nothing about these here movies. I do know that these have a really kind of a cool sort of EC-esque knockoff type of feel to them, or like the Creepies and the Eeries. Like if those, not like so much their covers, but like kind of the other magazines that were trying to emulate them at the time. It kind of has that feel to the with the artwork. And you know, what self-respecting horror fan would pass this up? Look at what thing threw up. Could pass up something like this. Cool cheesiness. My better half's a huge fan of Neil Gaiman, so we definitely had to grab this one. And what's ironic is that the person that bought it actually at Blockbuster, and the things in there, and the quality's really good. I mean, the wasn't scratched or anything, which was really nice. Which we checked out before we went there. All these things were got by a collector, and he was very anal about his collection, so which is cool. He even had an old Blockbuster receipt in there for his popcorn and that. Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. Just a fantastic little mini-series there. If you haven't read the book, you really should. Neil Gaiman is a fantastic writer, and pretty much want to read everything that he does. My better half has read everything that he has done in French and English because, well, it's sort of one of her native languages. She knows 3. I know, just English. Next up is, after the sale that Scream Factory had, there's one that I really wanted, but I didn't get it, and I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't, and I should have picked it up, and that was Beneath by Larry Fessenden. I cannot pronounce anything tonight. Anyway, the film that he did before that he's kind of known for is a movie called Wendigo, and I've been looking for it for a long time, but I'm looking for a certain release of it, the artisan release, and actually I came upon it today. All this is from the same guy. I love the artisan stuff. There's lots of special features. So that nice red artisan box where the special features are at. Just gorgeous stuff. And I gotta say, the guy really takes care of his stuff. If there's gonna be an insert, it'll be there. There's like this one here is like a kind of little write up from the director as well. Hey! That's the way about scratching posts today. That was my other trip out. Also grabbed this one. I actually talked about this one last night in a live stream I did with some friends of mine. A John Boorman film and a different John Boorman film with Connery. It is Zardoz. It's a different film. It's sci-fi. It's probably the only like kind of non-horror one I got here. I guess this, in a way, could be considered horror, but it's a very different film. If you've never seen it, Zardoz is one I want to get on Blu-ray sometime. Have a good release, a Scream Factory release, something like that. Next up is one of the ones that I actually bought. One of the first DVDs I bought back in the day, and some of these here, by the way, a lot of these here DVDs for some reason now are like ultra expensive. I guess they're at a print or something like that. Especially this one here from Shadow Entertainment. If you don't remember Shadow Entertainment, back when Charles Band was doing Full Moon, for a while he had like the properties of Puppet Master and Trench. All it was taken from him. There's like a whole like case that went on, but with it, and he ended up getting it back down the road. That's why he's making these Puppet Master movies and stuff like that now. But he did other stuff. He did stuff with like stuff that he normally would not be seen doing, and like he would be producing it. And a few of those was Shadow Entertainment, and that was kind of like a banner that did like slasher films and stuff like that, which were actually very popular at the time. And this was one that I actually really liked. I can't remember why, but I remember that I really found this one fun. It's Bleed. It's got Brink Stevens, Debbie Rochon's in this one as well. Just a really fun one. Devin Hamilton was someone that I was watching. Actually, I'm not sure. I haven't heard from. I'm not sure if Devin Hamilton went on and did more stuff, but I thought this was going to be someone that could actually do stuff down the road. I love the way this is done too, by the way. Guys, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Join the club. This actually has a nice premise to it. Kind of starting to remember it now. Really enjoyed it. Next up is Blood Ties. And what is Blood Ties? It's a movie with Patrick Rochelle, Bo Hopkins. I don't remember this one that well, but this is a new Concord release, so I definitely had to pick it up. Gorgeous film. I love the way the new Concord releases were done with the logo down there, kind of like shiny. And it has this really kind of cool, the Vampire Collection. And those banners on the top of releases, like the Vampire Collection, the Massacre Collection. Also, I'm a sucker. If I see that banner on top of a movie, dude, I'm buying it. I'm there. That is so going in something. And I want more Vampire Collections. I'm going to look it up. If you guys know what all the new Concord Vampire Collections were, definitely let me know. Blood Ties is one that I remember the VHS of, and I haven't. A lot of this stuff here I haven't seen since VHS days. Well, Bleed I had the DVD of, but most of this stuff is stuff that I haven't seen since VHS days. Except for Neverwhere, which we watched on TV, and we were finally glad to own. But seem to have like Jason London's in this, Michelle Johnson, directed by Jim McBride. That's a different cast. I'm intrigued. I really am. I remember the VHS. I do not remember the. Ever seen this on DVD before? This is the first time I've actually seen this on DVD, because I know if I'd seen anything with the Vampire Collection logo on it, definitely want to pick it up. This is another one that was mentioned. I think it was Rom's Reviews, actually. We're talking, and me and Rom's Reviews and Killer Nerd were talking about like movies like that could have sequels and all this stuff, and ones that would be done. But when he was mentioning the movie Hardware, he also mentioned kind of a lower budget like type of movie like that was done that I got a kick out of. But I didn't know it had ever gone to DVD. I'd only ever seen the VHS copy, and it's actually the same cover, which is really cool, because the cover is what sucked me into this movie. And I really did get sucked in by the cover. Brad Dourif's in this movie here. Death Machine. Love this cover. I mean, I am so proud to have a lot of these in my collection. I know some of these seem like kind of cheesy and low rent and stuff like that, but it's the kind of stuff I rented. It's the kind of stuff I bought. And for some odd reason, a lot of this stuff is uber expensive to buy nowadays, and I got these for dirt cheap. So, wow. That's not all, guys. There's more. A couple of Japanese ones that I picked up. I picked up the Mayao Entertainment release of PTU, which I know got a bigger release down the road. This is the original release that came out. Police Tactical Unit or something like that, I think it is, and just a fun little film. I just want to pick that up to go with my Japanese stuff. This is one I can't believe I got, though. This is really normally a very expensive one and hard to find. Please let me know if you've seen this. It's a very trippy film. Not everybody likes it. It's one that you gotta know and you gotta be in the right mood for. But I thought it was an amazingly fun film. But it's Wicked City by Image Entertainment. This is trust me, it's kind of a Japanese, based on a sci-fi comic strip done in Japan. Just really, really trippy thing. It's Japanese, it's trippy anyway, but just some weird ass stuff in this one here. Futuristic Hong Kong on the verge of a takeover by the Riptides. Ruthless monsters disguised as humans that walk amongst us. Yeah, it's fun stuff. So definitely had to pick that up. You know, the last but not least, I have 7 anchor bays to show you. So first off, I'll show you one that actually I was really surprised that was a more expensive one, but for some reason it was, because they put out different releases of these. But this is kind of like the bare bones release they put out when they started putting them in double features, based on a TV series, which you guys should probably know. And it's Masters of Horror, Instant on and Off the Mountain Road, which is my favorite Masters of Horror one, and Chocolate, which is okay, not my favorite, but it's okay. I want all the Masters of Horror releases, and I kind of want them in their in all of their formats. So I'm grabbing the double features whenever I can. I want to grab the other ones. So these are my, and I love the limited edition sets as well. Also grabbed this one here, Dreams in the Witch House, the Stuart Gordon one, of course. If you've seen the movie the Dolls, he talks about the fact that he was going to make From Beyond, or Dreams in the Witch House was going to be his follow-up for H.P. Lovecraft. Obviously went for From Beyond, and later on when Masters of Horror came around, he did that. So when you open these up here, actually, very cool. So they've got a bunch of features, as you can tell. Like here, I'll just see if I can get it in there. It's kind of hard to tell. Anyway, one of the neat things it has with it is it has this card. My first one of these that I found. It actually is complete with the card and everything in it. It's got the... so I'm very excited to have that one. Which one to go for next? Okay. This one I don't remember that well. But apparently it was done... I'm guessing it looks like it was probably done in the 80s. Yeah, 85. A Anchor Bay, one that I don't have. And Clockwise, John Cleese. I love John Cleese, so find a new John Cleese one. Really cool. And yes, they all have the inserts, which I love. The guy kept the stuff in great condition. I mean, just incredible. To have these back, we bought these when they came out, so some of these actually cost a pretty penny. I remember how much the Anchor Bay stuff cost back in the day. This is my first one in this collection. My dad has a lot in the collection, and I'm gonna take it. These, yeah, they still have the actually security tags and everything in them. One that I was kind of a fan of, and I really wanted, and it's a very different film. It's a Hammer film, but it's a very different Hammer film. It's not the Hammer horror that you'd be expecting it to be. It's got a great episode, actually. It's got a World of Hammer episode entitled Thriller on it. It's an audio commentary with Monty Hellman and Stuart Whitman, so that should be a clue if you're a Hammer fan to actually know what this is. Because Monty Hellman actually co-directed the film, uncredited, Shatter, or as it was known, with its other names. I'll show you the card on the inside. Call him Mr. Shatter. Stuart Whitman as a action guy. There's like a kung fu master in this one here. Just a fun Hammer film. A great one to add to my Anchor Bay collection. Lord knows where I'm going to put it, but one to add to my Anchor Bay collection. Next up is a classic, and it's a fun little one, and it's a Trilogy of Terror. One that I really, really love. I'm a huge fan of this movie. Yeah. Literally, he bought these and got the security tags and everything, still kept them. That's an old security tag. There's like a little kind of like picture thingy booklet, I guess. Oh, it's a write-up. Oh, an interview with Karen Black, the late Karen Black. Here on the inside, which I will read after. But I'm a huge fan of this movie. I tried to show it to my my better half and my son, because it was one that like I was terrified of this Zuni doll creature, and like I thought this was like one of the most brilliant movies. I still think it's an amazing movie. Dan Curtis did it. Got the Dark Shadows. I own the complete Dark Shadows. But they did not find it scary. They kind of laughed at a lot of it and thought it was very cheesy. Still think Trilogy of Terror is one of those really cool. And you got to remember back in the day when this was done, just very cool stuff. But they made fun of me. I tell you, made fun of me. Next up is another classic. So glad to have this one. And I used to have this one on VHS back in the day. I remember the VHS would like kind of opened up a bit, the cover. But I've got to show you this. The disc art as well, by the way. It's just incredible stuff. It is the Stepford Wives. And I hope you can see this, because it's like the way that Anchor Bay used to do their discs. With the picture and stuff on it, but it's like very, yeah, really cool. It's the original Anchor Bay release. It's got the picture of the Stepford Wives and the... and if you haven't seen the movie Stepford Wives, it's a very fun film. The remake, yeah. But the original film, extremely well done. And it got across its point very, very well. There was 2 other movies that were, I think they're both TV films. There was Revenge of the Stepford Wives. I think that one had Don Johnson in it. And there was The Stepford Children, which had Lori Loughlin. I remember that one, actually. It came out in the 80s when I was actually in high school. So, Stepford Wives. And the next one is one I have different versions of. I have different versions of this film. I have this on Blu-ray, which I got recently to show you guys. I have a box set of the entire collection. And I am waiting to get the other movies. I'm waiting for them to come out on Blu-ray. And so beautiful. But this is the original release. I'm pretty sure this is actually the first release that came out of this one. And it's Anchor Bay's... I love this cover art, by the way. Prom Night. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. This art is incredible. It's just incredible. And it carries over to the disc as well, which was really, really well done. So hopefully you guys can actually get a good look at this disc, because it's... Look, you can see me in there. But hopefully it's the art. Oh, disc art is amazing. There. The disc art is amazing on this. Of course, as all the early Anchor Bay stuff has, it has something on the inside. I don't think these have the same thing as the two VHS. No, VHS would always put these stuff inside there, but this one has like some pictures. Good old picture there of like an alternate artwork. And some pictures from the movie. Jamie Lee Curtis in her bra, which many young boys were very, very glad to see back in the day. So that's a lot. That's what I got today. Got this for very cheap, and I mean, like, this is early Anchor Bay stuff. So altogether, it's 17 titles. Let me know which ones you have or enjoy or like think are cool. That's what we do all this for. It's like collecting and showing, and hope people say, "Oh man, that's really cool. Glad you got that." So here we go. This is a Cinema Sickness-esque amount of titles. So there, it's my... How do you do this again? Right? Some great classics here. I mean, I haven't seen Death Machine since the VHS days. I haven't seen Bleed since early DVD days. So going to be really interesting to go back in that. I can't remember Blood Ties since VHS, so I don't remember the film hardly at all. Wendigo, I really want to revisit. Stepford Wives, it's been ages since I've seen that movie. It's a classic film that I really want to rewatch, and I don't think my better half has seen the original. If she hasn't, that's one that I really want to show her. I think she's really going to enjoy it. Great stuff, guys. Let me know what you think of the stuff. Did you guys go to the flea markets today? Did you pick up anything? If you did, definitely let me know. Link the video down below. I'd love to see it. I love flea market hauls. Wow. A lot of stuff. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. because as soon as Sunday's over, Monday's here. Talk to you guys later. See you on Twitter. I'm going to go make some tea and have some spaghetti because I just bought some spaghetti sauce at Costco. Thanks for watching. Time for tea and spaghetti. And trying to figure out exactly where do I put it all.